Today was a very interesting day. Hey, what's up, guys? What you're looking at here is some Navy warships, and I'm standing on a aircraft carrier, which is amazing. That my brother got his friend to let us go on there and do like a tour of it. It was tremendous to see what these soldiers deal with and what their living quarters, and it was pretty amazing. As you see this helicopter, it's a beastly ass helicopter, and I was standing on the flight deck where the actual planes come and land, and that's just a tremendous thing to see what these men and women of the armed forces go through on a daily basis, on their daily grind. And I respect everybody who actually serves in the military or served in the past, and it's just a cool thing to see these military people, what they go through. And we were on the Lincoln, is what they call it. It's a really tremendous thing. If you ever have an opportunity to do it, I would recommend checking out this ship like that. And as you guys can see, I'm walking down a narrow stairwell. All the stairwells in this place were ridiculously like angled down, which was crazy. And now you see I'm walking through their cafeteria. It's pretty cool to actually see this kind of stuff and get a tour of the Abraham Lincoln aircraft carrier. And you might ask how I got on here, and as you're seeing me on the flight deck, and the dude right there that I was showing on camera is basically my brother's friend who serves in the military for the last 14 years, and I respect everything these dudes do. And he was showing us the flight deck where you can see the planes, and actually there was some planes that flew by. They were not Navy planes, but they were like Coast Guard planes, if I'm not mistaken. And it's pretty, I was just overwhelmed to see what these dudes go through. And actually the funniest thing about this whole experience is my brother's friend, he has like a little office, and he said actually they hook up Xbox and play Xbox on the ship. And I'm like, hey, if you're not doing anything fun, if you have no work to do, I mean, they say when they have their break, because they work 12-hour shifts, 7 days a week. So when they're not working hardcore, they have the chance to play a little bit of Xbox here and there. So it makes them feel like they're kind of at home, I guess. But this is very tremendously badass. And as you see, you're pretty high up when we were looking down over the ship. If you got in vertigo, you might not want to be up there, because you look down and it's like, wow, you're pretty high. But, yeah. It was a cool-ass experience. We got there at 3, and we didn't leave until about 7, so we were on the ship for about 3 or 4 hours, and we didn't even see everything because it's a nuclear aircraft carrier, and we couldn't go down to see where the nuclear reactors were, because we didn't have like we weren't military. And I honestly think, because we've seen where they eat, we've seen their bathrooms, we've seen their little beds, and their beds look very, very uncomfortable, just how small they were. Overall, I didn't even see a lot of it, some of the stuff, but I was told it holds 5,000 to 7,000 troops. And these are men and women who bust their ass to keep my country safe. And I respect these people. And the cool thing was, we got to see the flight deck, see the all the planes and helicopters and their little fire engines that are on top. And the one thing that I thought was really sucks is they have these stairwells. And the stairwells are kind of angled like this, like technically very sharp, very steep stairs, and you have to walk down like 4 flights of stairs, walk up 3 flights of stairs, and you can get lost in that place. It is that big. And there was some stuff we couldn't see because of we weren't military, and we just weren't authorized to see it. Like, we couldn't see the bridge, which the bridge would have been a badass thing to see. I honestly found out that military food sucks. They actually said, my brother's friend actually said, the food on a Navy ship is garbage. So a lot of people, what they do is they eat cereal over eat meals because some of the food just totally sucks. And some of the food that the sailors were eating, I was like, that looks kind of gross. And my brother and his friend who's been serving for 14 years said, yeah, it pretty much sucks, but it's what it is. And they actually have a Navy store on base. They have a Navy store on ship, and they actually have a gym on ship, and they actually do carry Navy SEALs on that ship. So overall, I really had a very tremendous experience. And one thing I was honestly hoping to see that I didn't get to see was the bridge. I wasn't authorized to see it, and we would have had to have some sort of clearance and had to been in uniform just because of respect of the captain of the ship, which I honestly respect. But I've seen it from a distance. But honestly, that would have been a really cool thing to see the bridge of an aircraft carrier. That would have made my day.
I mean, ships usually have like an auxiliary tower. I don't know if I have a small ship that have like an auxiliary tower where you can pull out and stuff on your own.
So what you're checking out here is, guys, this is actual beds where they sleep, and right under their beds is their actual locker. And you can see their beds, they're just like tour bus beds, very small. My brother says they're comfortable, but to me they look very uncomfortable for being very small beds.
Grabbing our junk and everything, we're like, get off of us now.
Wow.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Where was that?
Thailand.
Dad's like, I'm buying a plane ticket.
So what we're looking at here is, we're in the part of the ship where they have the ropes that dock up the ship. And I know this part of the video is not that entertaining, and it was pouring down rain while we were doing this tour. And now what you're going to see is how steep the stairwell is. Like I said, imagine walking this for 8 months at a time, up and down, up and down. You're going to get some beastly ass legs. So I was getting tired because I walked up, what was it, 4 flights of these at one point, and I work out a lot, and my legs were burning. That is very steep, and my brother's friend said actually people have actually fallen down them and like snapped their ankles and stuff. It's pretty crazy what the stories he was telling us. Going down. I don't like elevators. Hate them. Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's starting to rain a little bit. Don't fall. Because we're starting to get a little bit of rain.
I'm not going to worry about it. It must start coming down harder because then I'll go roll the windows up.
Yeah.
That's my hair. No, that's my hair. That's my hair. Ow, you slapped me in the face. Crazy, crazy.